did you also do the BG for the film? You
Yes,
did.
I did the BG.
So entire film.
The entire film, yes.
Right. So when you were composing the songs, did you ever have anything which he didn't agree on, and then you had to rework? Was there any song in particular that you can remember?
So not songs in particular. We had
Differences,
obviously. Sometimes I'll feel, why should that be a male song? That can be a female song.
Right.
I mean, we had those kind of things. And whenever I told him something, he used to take it. He used to consider it, and he'll come back to me if it actually works. He'll think about it. Because I'll probably tell him in a musical term. He'll understand it as a director. I'll explain it to him what I'm talking about. He'll think about it and he'll come back to me. And then we did, I think pretty much that happened for every song. And we actually shaped the song as the movie went by. Because once we were logged with the melody, then we'll discuss on how to go about the BGMs, what the structure, the graph of the song has to be, and stuff like that. But he was never restricted about the length of the song.
Right.
So if he felt the song actually looks good in this particular length, he said, go on.
Right.
He never restricted me, okay, we are running short of time, make the song shorter. He never told me something like that.
Okay.
In fact, I got an impression whenever I listened to a particular situation that this should be the right length of that. And almost every time I told him this is the right length, he agreed to it.
Right.
So we didn't have any disagreement on that. But regarding the more sophisticated stuff like BGMs, choice of instruments and stuff like that, we used to discuss. And we experimented a lot for this film. I played my iPad also on this film, on a couple of places. Even in the BGM, I played the iPad in one of the places. So it was like, we worked together. So it was like that.
Right, I'll come to the iPad a little later. But Guppedantha Prema has really good music. When somebody told me about it, I didn't realize that it was you who composed for it. After I spoke to you is when I realized. So since I've known you as an independent musician, you're popular in that genre. So how difficult or what is challenging about being a music director versus an independent musician?
The challenge is basically who gives you the script. That's the main thing. Even as an independent musician, I am not a singer-songwriter. There's a difference between a singer-songwriter and a music director.
Right.
Most of the guys who do independent music are singer-songwriters who just come up with that's a different art altogether, where they write what they feel. But I grew up listening to a lot of music directors like Rahman sir, MSV, Ramurthy, Ilayaraja sir, and I grew up listening to their music. They are all film music directors. So I evolved myself in such a way that I give myself situations and I write music for that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so that is, since my evolution is similar to a film music director, I could adapt to film music quite easily.
Right.
And it is like somebody else giving me a situation instead of me myself throwing a situation. So it was like that. So when I started working with Buddy, that was where I actually got to understand how film making and things work in a film industry. So this was not much different from me from that, except that the story is of course different and the situations are different. And so I started enjoying doing this also. I enjoy my stint as an independent musician also. I work with other singer-songwriters. I listen to a lot of their stuff. I love their music, but I also enjoy a lot of film music. Coming
to your iPad, everybody knows that you played so well. You're very, very technologically oriented. Inclined rather. So you're so much into technology. How did you get that knowledge? How did you get to learn, out of technology? And how did you put it to use?
Well, I have to make a confession here because I am a music technologist.